are so honored to have you on with us today. Drew is very, very excited about this interview because he said he absolutely loves you. In fact, he wanted me to give you this message. He said it's working at the time, but please pass on my regards. One legend to another. Tell her I love her. And Love Power with Jeffrey Osborne is one of my favorites, and Heartbreak is another.
Uh-huh. Terrific. Please
Yes.
thank him for me.
Absolutely. Well, you got to be excited. I also have to give a greeting from a fellow Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee coming up, Sir Earl Toon from Kool and the Gang.
Yeah,
Gives his verses.
Tracy is wonderful. Another Jersey kid. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, another wonderful thing is happening with me as well in October, along with, of course, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I'm very excited about. I'm also being honored by the Library of Congress.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I haven't a clue as to why. I've never written a song, but they are celebrating me for bringing music to your ears,
Yes.
which is wonderful.
Yeah. Well, the blessings just keep coming. Of course, you've been blessing us with great music and great entertainment for years and years, and so it's got to be nice to in this year for for whatever reason this year to get all the great recognition and love back, right?
Yeah, it's been sometimes overwhelming. I mean, it just keeps going after the other. Like, okay, 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 you know. But I'm completely thrilled, and as you said, I'm truly blessed.
Absolutely. Well, of course, and people have been looking up on that stage to see you for years and years and been thinking, see, that's what I want to do. But you make it look so much easier than it is. What kind of advice do you give to someone that wants to follow in your footsteps and do what you do so well?
You know, I don't give advice this first thing because nobody takes it anyway. But you know, just be you. I mean, you can't be anybody else. And for a period of time, it's appearing that we're doing clones. Everybody sounds the same, everybody looks the same, everybody doing the same thing. You know, use your own talent. You don't need to copy anyone. You are the individual that you're supposed to be. So be that.
Yeah, well said. Well, of course, Drew Pearson, my co-host, famously caught the Hail Mary and went in the Hall of Fame, and we're so proud of him. But he wanted me to
Yeah.
make sure that I asked you your Hail Mary moment, which is that moment in your life or career where you just had to go for it and it worked out for you. What do you suppose that was for you?
Uh I guess I have to say having a hit record. you
Yeah.
know, Everything follows that. It's part of the territory that you kind of have to follow. Um, and I've truly been blessed. In fact, that the recordings that I've made over these 60 some odd years have been well received and are still loved, which I'm thrilled about. Um, they're as new today as they were in 1962 when I first recorded. So, that's a very pleasant way to wake up every morning, knowing that I pleased somebody's ears today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and part of that, just getting started is that success mindset that we talk about on the show. Is there something that you tell yourself that keeps you on the right path even when things are tough?
Yeah, music has that ability.
Mhm.
It's a healing force. And I use it that way. It makes me feel good, makes me smile, makes me want to move. There's all the things that music has the ability to do. And I take full advantage of it. I really do. I listen to my peers. Every now and then I'll hear a song by one of who I now refer to as the babies of the industry. That kind of perks me up. I say, oh, okay, I like that. So, um, keeping music in front of me is basically my mantra. You know, I enjoy it. It's been good to me and for me, and it's something that I certainly hope we get back to those 8 notes again, that full scale again, and not the choices that are being made by some of the artists.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, which artists are you enjoying yourself right now? Maybe newer artists, or there's some
Yeah,
older.
I listen to my peers.
Yeah.
I listen to the folks that came up at the same time I did, who are still with us. Those who have left us, even, I still hear their music. I listen to a lot of Brazilian music. I love Brazil.
Yeah.
That's where I think it's going to be my resting place, and I I feel I found my paradise there. And but I just you know the true scale. I I consider that to be what I want to hear. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear deviation too much.
Well, and it's still fun. Like, you still have the absolute love and joy for the music, and never leaves,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. It's what gets me up in the morning.
Well, we'd love to see you on the stage again. Will we see some shows maybe coming up?
Uh, yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm leaving whenever the 19th is. I go to Washington, D.C., then Maryland, and Virginia. Um, and then the following week, the end of the month, where are we going? God only knows. I I'm still on tour.
Yes, of course. Well, and then of course the only problem is trying to figure out which songs to play, because you have so many great songs from so many years, right?
Yeah, I've been pretty lucky with that though. I've so far. I keep my fingers crossed. And I've been able to also not only sing the songs that I know they expect me to sing,
Yes.
but I'll throw in a couple that I want to sing, and I think that they should hear something a little new that they haven't heard before, and it just works itself out.
Yeah, absolutely. And do you remember that first song that just kind of hit you, was maybe the bug that bit you, that made you want to go down this path?
Well, I have to say it was a song that was written for me,
Mm.
specifically my very first recording. Don't
Yeah,
make me over.
yeah,
And it was a hit record. What are you gonna do?
yeah. That's true. And of course, there's so many great memories from the times. Is there a definitive moment where you just kind of you're just looking around, just going, "I'm always going to remember this."
Oh my, been so many,
Yeah,
so very many. When you stop to think, a kid from East Orange, New Jersey,
yeah.
getting on Air France, flying to Paris, France, not Paris, Mississippi, Paris, France. For the very first time out of the country ever, and then on to England, and on to Germany, and on to Spain, and on and on and on. It was like, oh my, look at me.
Hmm. I love that. And will we hear some new recordings from you anytime soon?
Oh, absolutely. Should be within the next few months. I just completed a CD called Songs of Inspiration. And I think it's time that we put some of these words in people's ears again. We need to hear some songs of joy and love and hope and happiness and inspiration. My God. What we're listening to today is like, oh, wait a minute. No, not pleasing. So put together it has gospel overtones to it. I had the pleasure of recording with Reverend Donnie McClicken, B.B. Winans, Jennifer Hudson, um, it's full of wonderful duets. And I decided to call the CD Songs of Inspiration. So they're not all totally gospel songs, the songs with words that will inspire people.
Mhm. We're in such a strange time in the world right now that kind of we
Uh,
need that music, that goodness to
uh,
regenerate us.
do we ever? We do. We need something that makes you smile for a minute. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's it's always a joy on the journey. Now, of course, you're seeing like we said, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Library of Congress. There's so many honors coming up, and that must be such a amazing feeling, just of accomplishment, right?
Yeah, the first being the Kennedy Honors, which was
Yes.
my, okay, thank you. I've had the pleasure of performing on the Kennedy Honors and presenting, which was my joy, being the presenter for Lena Horne when she received hers. But to be able to receive it isn't, it puts you in another echelon, it really does.
Well, and of course, as Drew says, even though in the Hall of Fame, there's still so much left to do, right?
Yep, indeed. You're absolutely right.
Well, what else can we expect coming up from you soon that we haven't discussed?
Well, like I said, I think my tours never end.
Yes.
So I'll be running around the world like a crazy woman, as I always do. Um, I've been a CD coming out, and it throws up doing a coffee table book. And I have an interior design company that I'm very, very much involved with. Um, I think that probably is enough. Don't
Yeah,
you?
I was gonna say you got your plate full right now.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, we're hoping to get you back in the great state of Texas soon, and hopefully here in person with us.
absolutely. I intend to come back to Texas. As a matter of fact, my interior design company is in Austin.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, Drew and I are gonna have to make it down there sometime.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and thank you so much for the years of great music and just being a blessing to people. We really, really appreciate your time today, the wonderful answers, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
My pleasure. Please say hello to Drew for me.
Absolutely will. Thank you so much. Okay,
Okay,
bye-bye.
take care.
Thank you.
Bye.